family. So glad to have you with us today. My name is AD Roberts, and yes, I am your success coach. And there are two objectives that we have. Every day when we come on here, the two objectives that we have, the first one is simple. We try to create a sense of connectedness and community where we love on each other, we support each other, and we do all those wonderful things. The second objective that we have is we're always going to have a conversation, a discussion that is designed to be empowering and impactful at some meaningful level. So you came at the right time. This is your time. This is your day. We're going to make some amazing stuff happen. And I'm so glad to have y'all with us. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I see you, Janae. I see you, Janae. All right, wonderful people. Let's go. Here we go. So yesterday we started off with a really great conversation, and the conversation was is entitled, and today is part two. All right, today is like Sean in the building. What's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good day. Good day. Our topic is balanced manifestation. Balanced manifestation, the law of least effort, clear intent, and deliberate action. And this conversation is a powerful conversation. It is intentional, especially with the time of year that we're in. We're at the beginning of a new calendar year, and because we're in the new calendar year, gearing up for this run towards the new year in the spring, I think it is absolutely appropriate that we address this type manifestation, and because many of us are struggling. Let's just face some facts. And what I want to do is I want to take a brief moment, and we're going to do a recap and make some things happen. So if you missed yesterday, did anybody miss yesterday? Anybody miss yesterday? If you missed yesterday, put me in the chat. If you missed yesterday, put me in the chat. And don't be ashamed, because this recap is just for you. This is just for you. All right, Devin. All right, Joy. So it's good, 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 good. So here we go. We live in a world. We live in a world where people are exhausted. You're all exhausted from overthinking. You're exhausted from overworking, overtrying. And as we are in this space, we really are desiring some shift, some change, some manifestation. But we can feel overwhelmed. We have a picture for our lives. Thank you, Henson, for those finger hearts. That make me teach a lot better. We have this desire for a better life. We have this desire to do more, to be more, to become more, to attract more wealth, to attract healing, to attract abundance, to attract great relationships and wonderful opportunities. And there's this thing that even though we live in this space where we're tired, we're exhausted, and we're doing all of these things, but yet and still, we have yet to experience the manifestation of the thing that we want. We struggle, we fight, we overexert ourselves, we work our fingers to the bone, we hustle and grind. Anybody up there hustling and grinding? If that's you, put me in the chat. If you're hustling and grinding and you're doing the best that you can and you feel overwhelmed, put me in the chat. Say it's me. Because today I want to help you. I want to help you. I want to help you. Sean says me. I got you today, boo. Come on up in here. Come on up in here. I got you. Devin, it's you. Mimi, you. Antoine said hands up, jab, you. All right. Excellent, excellent. Okay, great, 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 great. Beautiful. But here's the thing. You haven't hit that mark. You haven't hit that level of success that you've been looking for. And here's the tough part. There is a collective misunderstanding. And this is especially in the conscious community, in the spiritual community, in the community where, we think we might know a little something. We think that we may know a few things above the status quo. And to a great degree, you do. But here's a gentle misunderstanding. There's a collective misunderstanding that manifestation is either all vibes or all hustle, all grind. When truth is, there's this sweet spot that lies between the divine trinity. It's like this divine trinity, this balance between ease, intention, and aligned action. Embracing balance embracing balanced manifestation rewires the subconscious to stop resisting your own blessings and support you moving like someone who knows the universe is conspiring with them. I'm going to say that again. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you so much for those finger hearts. Thank you. As you come in, and listen, as you guys come in, make sure that you grab that daily heart me. Thank you, love, for that daily heart me. I truly appreciate it. So again, when you embody the law of least effort, your life becomes a beautiful dance between clarity, surrender, and strategic movement. You see, many of us in this conscious community believe that all we have to do is sit there, meditate, and be, and we will attract into our space everything that we want. And to some degree, you are right, but there's a balance to this game. Faith, let me just break this down to you. I ain't trying to bust nobody's bubble, but I may bust somebody's today. Faith without works is absolutely dead. Faith without works is dead. So you can pray, meditate, light all the candles that you want. You can do all kinds of things, but at some point in time, you have to put your hand to the plow. Now, am I saying that you have to work yourself to the bone? Absolutely not. No. But there is a balance between this beautiful law of least effort and the fact that you're taking deliberate action. So, this is our conversation today. It is about balanced manifestation. So, everybody ready for that balanced manifestation? Does this sound like something that's relevant and relative to you, to your situation right now? If it is, put yes in the chat. Let's go. And again, we're just going to do this brief recap, and then we're going to continue with what we started yesterday. Excellent. All right. Good. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Devin. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Jabs. Thank you, everybody. Understanding the challenge of overexertion versus underaction. Thank you, Monique. Many people attempt manifestation from a place of fear. Fear is a lower vibration, and it's very, very difficult to manifest outside of the construct of fear. And before we go any further, let me lay some groundworks, especially for my newbies. Come here. We live in an energetic universe. We live in an energetic universe, and because we live in an energetic universe, this universe has a language. All right? This universe has a language, and that language is what? Come on, put it down there. What is this language? Real quick, what is the language? Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Come on, my vets. Come on. Because I know y'all pay attention in class. Frequency. There you go. Thank you, Fine Wine. It is frequency. And you may say, well, AD, where does this frequency, where does this vibration come from? Thank you, Antoine. Thank you, Amy. Where does this frequency, where did this vibration come from? Well, in part, it comes from us. In part, it comes from us. It comes from the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. I'm going to say that again. It comes from the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. Those I like to call the protocols of alignment, and it creates this resonance. It creates this frequency, and that frequency is projected out into the quantum field. And as that frequency is projected out into the quantum field then receives it and then reflects it back to us as reality. And so what we understand is that by virtue of the universal law of correspondence, it says that as within, so without. As within, as within, so without. As above, so below. As it is in the east, so shall it be in the west. And so with that being the case, what we experience every single day as reality is merely a beautiful reflection of that which is on the inside. From what? Systemic of what? The thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. And always remember this: the universe does not give us what we ask for. The universe gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. So where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. I'm going to say that again. Where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. So does that make sense, everybody? If it makes sense, just put yes in the chat. If it doesn't make sense, Let me know so we can help. Because I want to make sure, because this is foundational to our conversation. This is foundational to our conversation today. All right, thank you, Antoine. Thank you, Monique. Excellent. Yes, exactly, Janae. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, beautiful people. Thank you, fine wine. Thank you, Amy. So here's the thing, because we're literally walking signals. We're broadcasting 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And so when we're broadcasting that signal, the universe is always listening to that signal. And then it reflects back to us a reality based on that signal. And y'all understand that. Now, the problem with us many times is that many people attempt manifestation from a place of fear. And so fear is of a lower vibrational frequency. That lower vibrational frequency is very, very difficult for you to actually manifest using, making decisions from that lower vibrational frequency of fear, stress, or unresolved, unconscious, or subconscious conflict. This sometimes it creates this internal friction that slows down everything. It slows down your manifestation. Balanced manifestation becomes difficult when the subconscious mind holds contradictory beliefs about success, self-worth, or deservingness, if you will. Wanting financial abundance, but fearing the responsibility of it. Wanting to be loved and to be embraced and to be in a wonderful relationship, but you're afraid to put yourself out there. These are the things that wind up happening when you're imbalanced and you're trying to manifest at the same time. So you create these interference patterns because on the one hand, you desire to change, but on the other hand, you're afraid of the change. What do I mean? You might say, oh, I'm trying to get weight, lose weight and get in shape, look good and all that kind of good stuff. But the problem with that, don't feel called out. I got you. I got you, Joy. Come on up here. And so you say you want to lose weight. You say you want to look good. You want to get in that new outfit. You want to get in that new dress. You want to do that thing. But you won't make the decision to go and exercise. You won't go and push back from that table just a little bit. You won't eat the things that are necessary for you to lose the weight, and you'll stay in vibrational harmony with the old version of you instead of being in vibrational harmony with the new you. Why? And I'm going to put this out there real quick. Just remember that the subconscious mind, our subconscious mind, mine and yours, it loves the familiar. It loves the familiar. So whatever your subconscious mind is accustomed to every single day, it is familiar with that. And because it's familiar, that's what it's comfortable with. But the moment you begin to introduce something new, something fresh, something outside of the norm, like if you are overweight right now and you say, I want to lose weight, that's outside of the norm. When you say, I'm going to do a thing, if I'm going to become wealthy, if I'm going to do something amazing, launch a book, start a project, buy a home, all of those things, when you begin to do that, that's outside of your natural comfort zone. Because what's comfortable to you, what's comfortable to your subconscious mind is based on repetition, what's familiar. But when you go to the unknown, the unfamiliar, it becomes uncomfortable. It is what I love to call the uncomfortable comfort zone for many people. So yeah, there's protection in the, so right, Joy, there is protection in the familiar. And so with that being the case, you tend to run into resistance internally. And so again, it creates this interference pattern because you desire one thing, but you're afraid of that thing at the same time. It's uncomfortable at the same time. So that interference pattern had that uncomfortable comfort zone. It creates this interference pattern, and it causes your manifestation to take much longer. All right. So the law of least effort. I'm just recapping what we went over yesterday really, really quickly. The law of least effort teaches us that nature always achieves the maximum result with minimum resistance. And this same principle governs our manifestation process. Your subconscious mind is the force multiplier here when it believes the outcome is natural for you. When it believes, so what we're talking about here is that there has to become a renewing of your mind. There has to be a changing of how you think. There has to be a changing of the words that you speak. There has to be a changing of the emotions that you experience and the actions that you take. Quantum mechanics mirrors this principle because energy collapses into form most efficiently when it encounters the least amount of resistance. So when your desire and your belief, when they are aligned, coherence happens. And when coherence happens, it is easier for the quantum field to respond to you because the signal that you're broadcasting is not muddied up with fear. It's not muddied up with doubt. It's not muddied up with anything. It is absolutely clear. Does that make sense? That's right. That's right, Janae. As a man thinketh, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if that resonates, if that makes sense, just let me know. Put yes in the chat. If that makes sense, put yes in the chat. And remember, when I'm talking about the quantum field, always remember, in the quantum field, every iteration of you, the happy you, the sad you, the sick you, the healed you, the broke you, the rich you, each and every one of these iterations of you lives concurrently in the quantum field. And by virtue of your focus, you literally collapse the potential time. You collapse onto the one timeline and you call that one forth, and that's what you wind up experiencing as reality. So so again, quantum mechanics mirrors this principle. We're almost done with our recap. We're doing our thing because we're going to push this thing. Here we go. Clear intent. And this is a big one. This is a big one, and I don't want you to miss this. Clear intent. Designing a direction your life can follow. And so we spent some good time talking about this yesterday, and it's so important that you understand this. It's so important, especially if you missed yesterday. And again, if we have any newbies, let us know that you're a newbie by simply putting newbie in. If you're a newbie in here, put newbie in the chat so that we can love on you. Put newbie in the chat. Come on, come on, come on. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Put newbie in the chat. If you are new, if we hadn't already acknowledged you yet, all right? So here we go. Manifestation becomes powerful when your intention is specific. I'm going to say that again. Hey, Lady TJ, welcome in. So glad to have you with us. Y'all love on Lady TJ for me. Y'all do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to say that again because this is what I want you. If you're taking any notes, you need to write these notes down. You need to take these notes down right here. Because I spent a lot of time talking about this yesterday, and I kind of zoomed through our first two sections because I wanted to land on here. Manifestation becomes powerful when your intention is specific. Specific. It is important that you have a clear intention, because if you don't have a clear intention, then your manifestation is off, and it's very, very difficult for you to attract into your space what it is that you want to experience. Now, that clear intent, and that intention has to be specific. Because you and I all want to be clear about certain intentions. Whatever intentions a person has for you, whether you're entering into a business relationship, whether you're entering into a personal relationship, there has to be a level of intention, and you need to know what that intention is. Am I right? All of us want to be connected to people that we know they have a clear and good intention for us, right? Am I right? If I'm right, put right in the chat. If that's you, if you want to be connected with people that have a clear intention, ladies, if you want a man, you want that man to have clear intentions, and you want those intentions to be laid out. I don't have time for ambiguity. We don't have time for ambiguity. We don't have time for wasting time. Because when I don't know what your intentions are, I don't feel comfortable. Come here, let me break something down to you. Here's one of the reasons why you have to have a clear intention. Because when you don't have a clear intention, it is very hard for you to feel safe. Just like in our interpersonal and our romantic relationships, if their intention is not clear, can you feel safe? Thank you, Mimi, for those finger hearts. Can you feel safe? If you don't know what your other half or this potential candidate is for dating or marriage or whatever it is, if you don't know what their intentions are, do you feel safe? That's a yes or no question. Do you feel safe? I know I don't feel safe. Thank you, Monica. And when you don't feel safe, no, exactly. Not at all. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Jabs. Thank you, Mimi. We just don't feel safe. But the moment we have a clear intention, the moment you experience alignment, the alignment of a person's thoughts, their words are aligning and their actions are lining up. So the intention that they put out there and then the words that they speak and the actions that they take and the emotions that you start to feel, all of them are aligned. You say, wait a minute, you can begin to be safe. If you don't know what you want, you will always end up with what you always got. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's exactly what you're talking about. No, you're right on it, Janae. And here's the ticket. When you don't feel safe, when you don't feel safe, you can't be open. When you don't feel safe, you don't allow. That's right. It's called insanity, Amy. When you don't feel safe, you don't allow. When you don't allow, you're not open. When you're not open, you can't receive. So we're talking about balanced manifestation today. So with this being our topic, balanced manifestation for you in order for you to receive the thing that is already looking for you, the abundance that you're looking for is looking for you, the healing that you're looking for is looking for you. The happiness, the joy, the great relationships, the business opportunities, all of those things, they're looking for you. They're looking for you too. But let me help you. You have to have a clear intention. Because just as you feel comfortable with somebody that has a clear, laid out intention for you, the universe who has an invested interest in your success, it will always have, it will feel more comfortable in blessing you with all of the abundance, prosperity, healing, and everything that you've ever dreamt of. Everything that you've ever wanted, everything that you wanted to experience, the universe can give you and feels comfortable giving it to you because you have laid a clear intention. And it's just that simple. And because when you have an elevated emotion, let me see. Well, this is not in accordance with the Bible. Ooh, let's have fun with this. Come on in here, Andre. I like that. Because it says, because Mark 11:24 says, whatever you desire in your heart, believe that you have already received it and it shall be yours. How can you already receive a thing? Come on up in here, Andre. I like that question. Oh, I love that. How can you already? Really? Really? Don't do that. God doggone it. Stop it. No, but no, y'all put it. Don't do that. No, because I like that right there. Because the beauty of it, the beauty of that, and see, this is the thing that I love about spiritual traditions and how we incorporate spiritual traditions in here. Had he been allowed to hang around a little bit longer, let him hang a little longer next time. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let him hang in here because Daddy got it. I got this. I got this. But thank you though. But dig it because I want to address that because some people, they do wrestle with that. Now they feel the resonance of my tone and they understand the science of what I'm saying. But because of how we were raised and we were raised in certain vernaculars and we were raised in certain spiritual traditions, on the surface level, it would seem contradictory, but in actuality, it's not. Because so when you say that it's not in alignment, with the word, that's not true. Because when it says whatever you desire in your heart, when you pray, believe that you have already received it and it shall be yours. How can you be clear? How can you receive something, believe that you've already received something if you haven't seen it, if you're not clear about the intention. And so the intention, as it is clear, it is, and it says, make it plain, make it plain. Oh God, I wish I knew what the scripture was. Make it plain. Make it plain. Make it plain. Make the goal, make it plain, make it simple. And here's the thing. And when you and also, how is it that you can manifest a thing? How can you, and when you tell me what the formula is, whatever you desire, when you pray, believe that you have already received it and it shall be yours. What do you mean by that? There's so much to it. There's so much to it. There's so much to it that all you have to do is to believe that you've already received it. How do you do that without incorporating the things that we're talking about? I'm just trying to help you. Here we go. Let's go. We having fun. Y'all having fun yet? Y'all having fun yet? That's it. It's Habakkuk 2 and 2. Don't make me get to put. See, you know what? Put the. Listen. Write that down. Thank you. Put that in there. Henson, put what Habakkuk 2 and 2 is. Look at Janae. Put it down there too. What is it, y'all? Somebody put the quote in there. Y'all block somebody else. Their closed mouths would have granted him the opportunity to learn. Write it and make it plain. Okay. All right, Lord, have mercy. Y'all done put somebody else out. I didn't even. Lord, don't listen. Don't make the people scared. Listen, now listen. Unless let's do this. Unless they're being distractive. Oh, he was talking about. Oh, okay. We got it. Boom, boom. Y'all got this. Oh, just old regular troll. That's fine. That's fine. Now, regular old trolls, let's put them out there. But when it comes to like people who are respectfully challenging, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Because one thing, this is still a safe space. It's a safe space for everybody. Unless you're a troll. Now, if you're a troll, you're gonna get on up out of here. All right, here we go. So no, that's it. So write the vision and make it plain. Write the vision. So what does that mean? Man, that's a good one. Thank y'all. Oh, I love y'all. See, I love the fact that many of y'all, we grew up in the church. We grew up. We were there. We were the little kid in Sunday school and Bible study. We were there. Y'all remember when your grandma used to pinch you right here on this little fat part of the meat when you were cutting up in the church, and so it made you pay attention. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know that part right there. You get that pinch. You get that pinch so you can act right. Every Sunday, I'm in trouble. Yeah, so it's okay. It's okay. Your auntie still does that. Oh my God. But no, so I like that. So that's gonna be another one of our things, our Habakkuk 2 and 2. Because up in here, you're gonna hear all types of spiritual traditions. You're gonna hear me talk from a place, from the vernacular of Christianity. You're gonna hear me talk from from Ifa, from the spiritual tradition of Ifa. You're gonna hear me talk from quantum physics, universal law. You're gonna hear all of these different vernaculars, because here's the beauty of it. For so long, many people have divided one another because of these belief systems. And what I have found, because I've studied so many of them over the years and lived many of them, I found this beautiful golden thread that is woven through them all. And that beautiful golden thread allows us to stand solidly and to dissolve barriers between one another. And so I am, like how you have people that speak different languages. They're called polyglots. Y'all know what a polyglot is? Polyglot is a person who speaks many languages. You may speak English, you may speak Spanish, you may speak you may speak Chinese, you may speak Mandarin or whatever. Well, I like to call myself, and I made this term up. I don't even know if it is a term, but it's a term up in here. I like to call myself a spiritual polyglot, meaning that it doesn't matter whether you, yes, listen. So whether you are Christian, Muslim, Baptist, Hindu, Buddhist, Ifa, whatever your thing is, agnostic, atheist, I don't care. It's all gravy. It's all love in the way, So there's a way to do that. All right. Some people are trying to get away from the indoctrination and need this type of talk. Yeah, because I've always seen myself, and I'll be honest, and I'm gonna get back to our topic. I have always seen my life as a teacher. The type of teacher I am, I believe that my calling is to partially bridge the transition from the Piscean era to the Aquarian era. I am an Aquarius. So as we bridge from the old to the new, there has to be an honoring of the old. There has to be the embracing of the new. But at the same time, we don't want to disregard that which got us here. All right. And so that's where, so I encourage, though, I encourage these type conversations, and it's beautiful. And it helps us grow, because wise men seek unto wise counsel. Wise men seek unto wise counsel. A fool shuns wisdom and knowledge. So yes, I have an immense library. I have lots of books, loads of books. I read all of the doggone time. And in fact, I'm ordering some new books and some stuff I want to get for my birthday, because my birthday is coming up in the end of the month. So yeah. So here it is. Janae says a population that's vibrating in fear is easy to control. Exhausted people don't rebel. That's true. You breaking it down. So people that are vibrating from a place of fear or misunderstanding or low vibrational stuff, they're easy to manipulate, dominate, and control. So up in here, that ain't how we get down. But let's get it going. Come on. See, hey, he stuck around. Y'all let the man stick around a little bit longer. he might have got this good word. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for cutting up. Here we go. And no, we're good. This is what we want. So a clear intent, designing a direction of your life, a life that your life can follow. So manifestation becomes powerful when your intention is specific. So we have to have clarity. Write it. Yeah, Habakkuk 2:2. Make it plain. Make it plain. Make it plain. Make it simple. Write that thing down. Be clear, and it has to be emotionally charged. He was up to no good. All right, then, go on and do what you got to do, fine wine. That's why you do what you do, and I do what I do. Manifestation becomes powerful when your intention is specific, emotionally charged. Let's talk about that emotionally charged. We talked about that yesterday. Emotionally charged in what? Gratitude. Gratitude is the great summoner for whatever it is that we're grateful for. We attract an abundance of it into our space. So that's really, really key. So if you don't have, and as I said this yesterday, if you don't have gratitude as a part of your manifestation practice and protocol, you may as well cancel Christmas, because that is the most powerful. That is one of the most powerful emotions that you can use, that you can elicit to bring into your space the right vibrational frequency to attract the abundance that you're looking for, to attract whatever it is that you're looking for. All right. Here we go. The next thing is that it's best to be aligned with your deeper purpose. So when you have a clear intention paired with an elevated emotion, and that intention is paired with your divine intention and divine purpose, that divine purpose then puts you in a space. It puts you in a space where overflow begins to happen. If you want to see overflow happen in your life, begin to walk in your purpose. Whatever that divine purpose is, whether you're a dancer, whether you're an artist, whether you're a healer, whether you're a teacher, whether you're an author, whatever it is, whether you're a content creator, whatever it is, whatever you came here to this planet to do, as long as you're doing that thing, the heavens will open up. I promise you they will open up and abundance will flow into your life easily and effortlessly. So much. All right. The Odu teaches that clarity of purpose removes unnecessary detours. Unnecessary detours. Unnecessary detours. Because destiny responds to those who walk with a steady heart. And so always remember, this is one thing that we've been talking about this week. One of the things that I want you to understand, that it is better to make decisions in your life, because every time you make a decision in your life, a signal goes off in the quantum field. And as you make that choice should be predicated by your destiny and not your conditions. Because part of the problem that many of us wrestle with is the fact that we make decisions every day based upon our circumstances. What our present moment circumstances look like, what our bank account looks like, what our relationship status looks like, what our home looks like, what our neighborhood looks like. Thank you, fine wine. What all of these things look like, our circumstances might not right now be favorable to X, Y, and Z. It may not be favorable in your eyes. That's why I've always taught that we don't believe what? We don't believe the reports of our eyes and our ears. Because as we ignore the reports of our eyes and ears, it makes it easier for us to make decisions based on our destiny, which is akin to our faith, than sitting there and trying to make decisions based upon our circumstances, because our circumstances are going to be grounded in fear. And anytime you try to manifest out of a state of fear, it creates interference patterns and it's not easy to manifest. Does that make sense, y'all? If it makes sense, put yes in the chat. If it makes sense, put yes in the chat. Excellent, excellent. The Tao Te Ching, it reminds us that unclear intentions create chaotic paths. Thank you, Henson. Thank you, Britt. Hey, I see you up in here. Thank you, Monica. The Tao Te Ching, it reminds us that unclear intentions create chaotic paths, while clear intentions create smooth water for the river of your life to flow through. You want things to flow easily and effortlessly, don't you? So the clear intention creates a clear path. A clear intention, write that down. A clear intention creates a clear path. That's right, it's your spiritual bypass. It's your spiritual bypass. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. If y'all, and we have just wrapped up. We have just wrapped up our our recap. So let's go ahead and we're gonna kick this thing off with our deliberate action. If y'all are ready for part 4, put 4 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. If you are ready for part 4, let's put 4 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. If you're ready for part 4, put 4 in the chat. Beautiful. Deliberate action. When the universe moves because you move. And this part I saved for today because this is the part for our conscious community. Because again, many people believe they actually believe that you don't have to do a whole lot of work in order to manifest what it is that you're looking for. And that energetically you can draw these things into your space. And then, they've been introduced to the law of least effort. And the law of least effort teaches all kinds of things. And it shows that you can attract easily and effortlessly. And things will just flow to you by you holding space for those things. I get that. And in part, it's true. However, faith without works is dead. Thank you, fine wine, for those finger hearts. I truly appreciate it. So deliberate action. When the universe moves because you move. When the universe moves because you move. Deliberate action activates manifestation by signaling to the subconscious mind we're ready for the next move. We are already becoming this version of ourselves. Now watch this again. Deliberate action. What is deliberate action? Deliberate action is when you are taking steps moment by moment, day by day, that are intentional. They are aligned with your clear intention. And so that clear intention, you have to have an action. And when you take an action that is determined by that clear intention or is in alignment with that clear intention, we call it a deliberate action. All right? So that deliberate action, it activates manifestation. Deliberate action. So you have this intention, you have a clear intention paired with an elevated emotion. That elevated emotion is in line with your passionate purpose. That passionate purpose is then actuated by you taking action. This is the work part. All right? This is the work part. So deliberate action, inspired and intentional active. That's right. It activates manifestation. And it activates manifestation by signaling to the subconscious mind we are already becoming this version of ourselves. Because remember, the universe doesn't give us what we ask for. The universe gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. And when we see ourselves from a particular perspective, when we see ourselves from a new perspective, that new frequency, it fosters something fresh and something new, and it calls out of the quantum field something different because our frequency, that's right, fine wine, our frequency has shifted, our frequency has changed. Action builds identity. This is who I am now, and it feels safe. I like that right there. Janae says, this is who I am, and it feels safe because you're taking action as you're taking action in this moment. Go ahead and listen. Y'all are tapping away. We're at the top of the hour. This is good. This is good. Action builds identity, and identity shapes destiny. Why does identity shape destiny? Identity shapes destiny simply because identity fosters what? What is it? What is it? Identity fosters what? What is it? What does it create? Standards and boundaries. There you go. Thank you, Monique. There you go. Boundaries. How you see yourself creates standards and boundaries. Identity creates standards and boundaries. So let's back that up again. So here it is. Action builds identity. I didn't say it creates, but it builds upon it. So the moment you have a clear intention, an elevated emotion, paired with a passionate purpose that is based upon your identity, how you see yourself. I'm I see myself. I am a teacher and I am a healer, and I use different modalities to do both. I am a teacher and I'm a healer. I use different modalities to do both. Watch what I say. I use different modalities to do both. I use different modalities to do both. You understand what I'm doing now? Because action, that's me taking action. I can sit up here and call myself a clinically certified hypnotherapist, but until I hypnotize the first person, I'm just talking. I just got paper on the wall. And I can call myself a coach all day long, but until I actually do something, it really don't mean much of nothing. I can sit up there and call you my fiance. I can call you my wife, but until I take some deliberate action, it don't mean much of nothing. Talk is real cheap in this world and in the quantum. I find it difficult to keep boundaries. Any advice? Oh, you in the right place. Keep on hanging up in here, Jabs. Oh, you going and see the problem with keeping your boundaries is that your identity begins to shift. Because when you are solid about who you see yourself as, a solid self identity, and then also how much you love that version of yourself. The more you love that self, the more you love yourself, it allows you to do just what Henson just said, stand on it. Because when you love something, watch this now, watch this. Come on, this for you, Jabs. When you love something, you protect the thing. When you love your heart, when you love yourself, when you respect yourself, when you fully identify with this version of you and you fully embrace it, you protect that which you love. And what does that mean? What does that mean? When you protect that which you love, that means you have boundaries. Also, you have standards for which how people engage you. Those things, those standards and those boundaries, thank you, Britt. Those standards and those boundaries, they are systemic of your identity, how you see yourself. So the advice that I have in this quick aside is to just love on that identity a little bit more. Love on yourself a little bit more. Hold true and protect yourself just a little bit more. Because what's happening is you're allowing whatever you're allowing, people or circumstances, to cause you to lay your boundaries aside. Whether that's for peace, whether that's for love, whether that's for acceptance, because sometimes you putting your standards and boundaries to the side is a trauma response in some degree. It is a trauma response in that you just want to be loved, or you just trying to keep the peace. So, I said I wasn't going to do this. I said I wasn't going to do that. But you know what? I don't feel like arguing with you today. I don't feel like, how many of us have just said, you know what? I don't feel like arguing. I don't feel like dealing with this. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Who's done that? Come on. Who's willing to admit that you just said, you know what? I don't feel like being bothered. All right. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. We've all done. I know I have. Yes, I'm the coach and I've done it. Hey, Leslie, good to see you up in here. Look, thank you, Monica. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Britt. Many of us have done that because I don't even know what. I know I don't feel like doing this right here, but I don't feel like hearing their mouth. And you know what? I'm just going to go on and done it. I'm just going to go on and do it. And so you're not alone in that. You're not alone in that because you softened your boundaries. But at some point in time, hey, trust me when I tell you, thank you for that daily heart meet. Yeah, especially with family. Especially with family, Leslie. But here's the thing. At some point in time, enough is enough. At some point in time, you're going to get tired of being sick and tired of vacillating. You're gonna get tired of living a life that's not authentic. You're gonna get tired. In fact, you may be tired right now. That's why many of us feel overwhelmed. We feel, like it's just a lot going on. And because you feel overwhelmed and you feel like it's a lot going on, you put yourself in a space and a state where, you know what, I'm about to cancel all of this. And so that exhausted. I'm exhausted. I understand. And so being exhausted is a result of you not of a part in part is because you're not being authentic. Thank you, Elise. Thank you, Licia, for those finger hearts. Because you're not walking in your authenticity. When you're not authentic about what it is that you want and what you don't want, when you're not authentic and you're not honoring that authenticity, by you maintaining those standards and boundaries, it puts you in a place where you feel exhausted. You feel tired. You don't even want to deal with them. You don't want to talk to family, whoever it is. You don't want to talk to the kids. You don't want to talk to nobody because those things are challenging your spirit in that moment. And so that's why this conversation is really, really powerful and deliberate action. Thank you, Licia. Thank you. Where deliberate action is so key because it builds that identity. So when you have the audacity to make decisions that are in alignment and take actions that are in alignment. See, alignment is a key variable in this equation. When everything is in alignment, things begin to manifest faster for you. But the moment when you are vacillating and moving from point to point and you're not holding on to the identity that you have had for yourself, and that thing shifts and moves, then what does it do? It creates interference patterns, and you can't attract into your space the abundance, the happiness, the joy, and all of that stuff. You can't do it. Get out your head. No, I'm not gonna get out your head today. I ain't gonna do that. I'm sitting on your front porch. Suck it up. I'm not a feel-good coach. I'm a success coach. Ain't nobody tell you that. Come on up in here, but let me love on you at the same time. Here we go. Here we go, good people. What's going on? Why this thing not opening up? Oh, it wants me to do that. Here we go. Action builds identity, and identity shapes destiny. This is the true alchemy behind manifestation. That was the old you. I got you. If you're going to sit on my porch, at least bring some coffee. Now I'm going to bring some tea. Bringing tea. We don't do no caffeine around here. Now, I'm just messing around. I'm going to sit. Listen, you can have whatever you want to drink. Coffee, tea. I don't care. Wine. Cognac, scotch. All of that. I'm with it. And can I bring my cigars with me? Can I bring my cigar? Because listen, we can have this conversation. In fact, I'll fire that cigar up and we'll have some scotch and some cognac and we'll have a drink and we'll talk it through. Now, that other stuff that the people in the back do, like Fine Wine and Mimi and Antoine and all that, I can't be bothered with y'all because y'all have too much going on. Y'all have too much going on in y'all life. But I can bring the scotch and the cigars. Here we go. So again, I'm going to say it again. There you go, Joy. I see you feel me. You feel me. Here it is. Action builds identity. Action builds identity. See, look at Fine Wine. See, and Janet, look at y'all. Look at y'all. See, y'all just love the foolishness. If y'all gonna write anything down, write this down. Write this down. I see you, Mimi. Action builds identity, and identity shapes destiny. Action builds identity. Identity shapes destiny. This is the true alchemy behind manifestation. Opening a business bank account before the business even has its first client. That's an action that is solidifying who you see yourself as. Like today, can I put you on blast real quick, Janae? Can I come at Janae? I'm gonna put you on blast. Janae and I met this morning, and Janae let me know that she's on the 4th chapter of her new book. She's writing a new book, and she has the 4th chapter done. And I'm like, I'm working on my new book, and I don't have my 4th chapter done. But you know what I did do? I took this book. I took this out of Dr. Wayne Dyer. Dr. Wayne Dyer. When he would write books, what he would do, the first thing he would do is design the cover. Before the first, they're saying congratulations over here. Fine Wine, everybody, they're saying congratulations over here to you, Janae. So Janae is doing the thing. Oh yeah, they celebrating over here. They talking about yes, Janae, and yeah, all right. They showing all kinds of love. All right. So here's the thing. When Janae did that, Amy said she's so proud of you. She said she's so proud of you. Yes. Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody's celebrating. Everybody's celebrating. So yeah, I'm just trying to convey that. She said, "Oh, thank y'all so much." All right. So enough with that. Doggone, I'm trying to tell my story. Now dig it. No, I'm just playing. So here it is. Janae is telling me she's on the 4th chapter. Now I gotta have this new book published and out by April. And so I said, you know what? She has inspired me this morning. She has inspired the coach. So guess what I started doing? I took the page out of Wayne Dyer's book. Wayne Dyer, before he would write the first word in any book, he would design the cover. And he would take the cover and place it on an old book. And the manifestation, and so what that does is, that is a deliberate action. And that deliberate action supported the fact that he identified with himself as an author. It sits there and it manifests. So what is that thing? What does that do? The moment you have the copy, the cover of the new book that you haven't written one word in, it says that the book is already here. And it's a constant reminder that, oh man, you got to work. You got things to do. As my first mentor would say, you're hung by the tongue. And so the minute that you speak a thing, you make that commitment. And what do we say around here? What is commitment? Commitment is doing the thing that you said you were going to do long after the mood you said it in is gone. So what did I do after I got off the line with Janae? I started working on the cover for the new book. And the new book is going to be out in the spring. Yes, it is. And so this is like a perfect point in time for me to do this right here. We're at the top of the hour. So listen, we're at the top of the hour. This is great. We're already at 67K. Listen, we are going to blow the doors off of 100K. That's all I got to say. This is crazy. Like, we're already at 70K right now. We're already at 70K, and we're just at the top of the hour. Like, you all are, listen, you all are tapping and clapping. Thank you so very much. As Fine Wine loves to say, tapping is clapping. This is why it is all happening the way it did this morning. Yeah, that's right. And so, and thank you, Kavita. Thank you so much. Thank you for those lightning bolts. So, she inspired me. That deliberate action that she took, it inspired me to take deliberate action. And so here's the thing. Make sure that you have some people around you that are, one, going to celebrate the decisions that you've made to move into a new space in your life. Make sure you have people in your space that are going to encourage you to keep moving and to keep pressing and to keep doing the thing. Have people in your space that are excited for you when you're moving into the greater chapter of your life. Have people that inspire you to the point where you don't shrink when they tell you the good stuff that they got going on in their life. That it inspires you in such a way that you begin to do better yourself. She made Coach better today because when she said that she had written, she's on chapter 4. I said, what you say? Hold on, don't play with me, don't play with me. Thank you, Britt, for those finger hearts. Let me go in here and Coach need to do some work. And so what that did for me was now I'm already like 70% done with the cover. And so I'm gonna finish that cover this afternoon. And once I finish that cover this afternoon, I'm gonna print that cover out and I'm gonna put it on the cover of my old book. We're gonna get there in a second. And see how, listen, I just wrote this book and it's already the old book. See, that's when you have people around you that are constantly inspiring you and encouraging you to become the best version of yourself. Thank you. Thank you, Janae. I truly appreciate you. Thank you. I truly appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. When you can look at others' accomplishments as inspiration instead of competition, you're winning. Yes, right, Henson. All day long. There we go. Segue. Come on. You hit the segue. You say that thing. I got a question. Now listen. Now I'm gonna go on and warn you, Flair. Long as it's a real question and a good question. And I like how you put that out there. Make sure it's a good question. You can do that as we segue because we got some moderators that don't play the radio about this safe space for folks. But go ahead and ask your question. And so as they ask that question, I'm celebrating the fact that we're already at 72K and we're just at 18 minutes in at past the top of the hour. You guys are loving on each other. I'm truly appreciating that. And so listen, as a clinically certified hypnotherapist, I am opening my doors. If you want to work with me one-on-one, this is a great time to do that. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. Yes, I am the greatest of all time. Yes, I am the GOAT. If you want to work with me, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this up here. And it only stays for a few seconds. But if you want to work with me, hold on. What is this? I clicked the wrong thing. Pin notice. There we go. All right. He had to dis. That's right. No, that's good. That's good. Did he ask the question yet? If y'all see the question, go ahead and put that thing. Go ahead and put his question up now. But down here is 10. It's going to be up here 10 more seconds. It's going to be up here 10 more seconds. But go ahead and fill this form out. And listen, don't fill this form out if you're not serious. I'm so serious. If you're not going to complete the process, don't do it. All right, because there's some people who really want to do this thing. Now, pull your calendars out real quick. Pull your calendars out. Pull your calendars out. There are 2 things I need you to put on your calendar. Y'all ready? All right. The first one is that every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we in the Oasis. The Oasis is our channel on Discord. And if you want to become a part of the Oasis, our channel on Discord, we're connected to TikTok. All you have to do is to become a super fan. And as you become a super fan, you gain access to the Oasis. In the Oasis, we have our Monday morning meditation at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm inviting you every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to join us for that Monday morning meditation. It is a great time. It is empowering. It's uplifting. And it sets our intentions beautifully for the week. And so some of you need to make sure, some of you are already in the Oasis. You need to make sure that you're in there this coming Monday. And it's every Monday at 9 a.m. So set your clocks, put it in your calendar so that you're with us in our channel on Discord. All right, here we go. The second date, here we go. This is a Wednesday, January the 28th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am hosting a virtual hypnosis experience. For those of you who have never experienced hypnosis before, this is a great opportunity to do it. And so again, that's January the 28th. It's a Wednesday, January the 28th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm hosting a virtual hypnosis experience, and it is a powerful experience where we all come together and we have this group hypnosis, and it is powerful, powerful, powerful. And in order to be a part of it, go ahead and do the registration. The registration, I don't have to tell you where to go. Go ahead and do the registration. The registration is normally $95, but in order to but let's do this. But because you guys have been with me all week, all day long today, I want to invite you to take advantage of getting it for $49. So when you do the registration to get it for $49, because it's going to be, now if you want to pay $95, go ahead and knock yourself out. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But if you want to take advantage of that discount and you get it for $49, all you have to do is to put OMS 49 in the discount code section. And so again, that's OMS 49 in the discount code section, and you get it for 49 bucks. And so again, that's January the 28th. That's right before my birthday, and I got some great stuff that's coming out for my birthday too. All right. So that's that. And again, and if any part, now this is a big piece here, if any part of what we have been talking about has resonated with you at any meaningful level, if it's resonated with you at any meaningful level, I want you to go ahead and grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. Cracking the Abundance Code is a book that I recently authored and released. It is a powerful piece. If any part of what we've been talking about today has resonated with you at any meaningful level, you want to go ahead and grab your copy right here. Do y'all see the banner right down here at the very bottom? Thank you, Leslie, for grabbing that daily heartening. Do y'all see that banner down here where you can get it in the TikTok shop? If it's there, just say yes. If y'all can see it, just say yes. Thank you. Thank you, Fine Wine. Excellent. So it's down there. Go ahead and click on that. We have like 3 left. we have three books left. Go ahead and grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. And it is a powerful piece. And because see, here's the thing. Many of you are already doing the work. Many of you are doing the thing. You're doing your manifestation journals. Y'all got your vision boards up because it's the beginning of the year. You're doing all of that stuff, and that's great. I want you to continue to do those things. But the challenge is, if you haven't experienced it yet, why? And so I understood the thing that people wrestle with so heavily when it comes to attracting wealth and abundance. And so after working with clients for many, many years, I created an entire system that is designed to help people to move beyond their limitations. So there is a system, there is a code, if you will. And so when you're not in vibrational harmony or vibrational alignment with that abundance, then you can't receive it. It becomes difficult. And one of the greatest reasons why you're out of alignment with wealth, abundance, and prosperity is simply because there's some limiting beliefs that you may be holding on to. So I want to help you to realize what those limiting beliefs are. So in the very first chapter, what is it on? It is on limiting beliefs. And so this is what I talk about in the process. We talk about those limiting beliefs, and I want you to be able to recognize them so you can move beyond them. The second chapter in the book is a very powerful one, and it is on quantum leaping into your wealthy identity. And when you're able to embrace and overcome the limiting beliefs that you have been holding on to, it allows you to step into a version of yourself that is in alignment with wealth, abundance, and prosperity. See, here's the thing. Many of you are asking the wrong question. Many of you are saying, well, what do I need to do in order to become rich? What do I need to do in order to attract wealth, abundance, prosperity, healing, happiness, joy, the great relationships, all of that stuff? I get it. But that's not the question you should be asking. The question you should be asking is, who is it do I need to become? That's it. Who do I need to be? That's right, Antoine. Who do I need to be? Who do I need to become to attract this abundance, this happiness, this joy in my life? And that's what quantum leaping is. And so here, I'm going to read a quick excerpt and then we're going to continue with our talk. Quantum leaping is not about gradual change or incremental progress. It is about making a dramatic, energetic shift that allows you to bypass the traditional steps and obstacles that might otherwise stand in your way. By embodying the thoughts, energy, and actions of your wealthy identity, you begin to feel, think, and behave as if your goals have already been accomplished. This alignment creates a powerful magnetic force drawing, and make sure you remember that word, magnetic. A powerful magnetic force drawing opportunities, people, and circumstances needed to actualize your vision into life much more quickly. That's Cracking the Abundance Code. And I'm going to show you one last thing, and we're going to keep going. There, in the beginning of the book, there's a 21-day Cracking the Abundance Code roadmap, and it's like having me with you. It's like having Coach with you every single day, step by step, and I'm showing you what you need to be doing on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, step by step. These are the tasks that you have. These are the words that you need to be saying. These are the things that you need to be doing. And so this book is $14.99. Go ahead for $15. Go ahead and grab your copy. We only have 3 left, and we'll have some more. We should have some more coming in the next couple of weeks. So, but before they're gone, go ahead and grab this copy. I'm going to unpin this. Where my meditation people at? Real quick. Where my meditation people at? The universe is slow rolling you, bro. It is. It is. It is. All right. Where my meditation people at? If you are a meditation person, put me in the chat. Real quick, meditation saved my life. No ifs, no ands, or buts about it. Meditation saved my life. Meditation, when I was in my darkest space, meditation put me on track. So out of that and a few conversations that I had with some amazing people, I developed these candles, this what we call the Triple Bliss meditation candle set. These candles are not just meditation candles, they are manifestation candles too. What do I mean by that? They are for work. They are for intention. So all of the intentions that we're talking about. That's right. Okay, Monique, I got you. And so the beautiful thing about these candles is that, number one, they are 100% soy based. Do y'all see that banner down there too? Y'all see that banner, the new one? All right, here it is. Oh, you gonna order another couple of sets, Antoine? You've been using them. Okay, good. Okay, great. Thank you, Fine Wine. Each one of these candles, they are 100% natural soy based. They have a cotton wick to them. They smell. Oh, that smells good. This is one of the fresh. This one of the new batches. Oh yeah, this is good. These are not some candles that we just ordered from somewhere and slap the label on them and we gonna ship them out to y'all. No, we actually make these candles. We pour these candles in house, and these candles are infused. These candles are infused with essential oils. So the essential oils that they're infused with are in alignment with the type of candle that they are. So this is an abundance candle. So it has bergamot and lemongrass in it. Bergamot, the lemongrass, and it also has lodestone oil in it. Lodestone oil is magnetic. A lodestone is a magnet. So what does it do? Those things help to draw to you and attract the intention that you have. So this candle is for abundance. Abundance is more than just money. Abundance is all kinds of stuff. So you definitely want to grab the abundance candle. This is one of my favorites, and I burn this one all of the time. The second one is a beautiful one. It is a favorite of mine too. This is the Heal candle. The Heal candle is rose. It is essential rose oils. Thank you, Stay Woke, for becoming a super fan. Let's celebrate Stay Woke for becoming a super fan. Let's do that. Let's do that, and make sure that you get into the oasis. Okay, Stay Woke. Good. So now check this out. Inside of the Heal candle, there are actual rose petals in here. And it is, and when you do your research on the power of essential rose oil and the vibrational frequency of how high it is, it's one of the highest vibrational frequencies that you can grab, and it is perfect for healing. It is perfect for healing, and that's why we have it a part of the Triple Bliss set. So this is candle number 2. And thank you so much for Stay Woke. I see you just showing out. I see you leveling up. Go on, bad girl. Go on. I love it. Now check this out. The third one, bring up the rear. Nah, he never did ask any questions, Antoine. Y'all love the foolishness. Here is the happy candle. The happy candle is just that you can't attract wealth and abundance, and you're not happy. You can't be miserable and attract wealth. That don't work. So in this candle is infused with lemon verbena, one of my absolute favorite scents. When you stay at 5-star resorts and hotels, you go to those beautiful spas. Yeah, it smells absolutely amazing, and it is. It's hard to stay in a space, a low vibrational space, a negative space, or a depressed space when you light this happy candle. And so again, you have the happy candle, you have the heal candle, you have the abundance candle, and each one of them, all three together. Let me tell you something. If you know anything about intention candles, you can't even get you for the price point that we have here. You can't even get one of them if you know what I'm talking about. They are for manifestation and meditation. All right, y'all. So we're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and unpin these. Thank you so much. And we celebrate those of you who have grabbed your copies of Cracking the Abundance Code and those who order your sets. And and they're going to go out today. Each and every time when you order something, we're going to go ahead and we're going to ship it today. It's not going to be 3 or 4 days from now. No, it is going to be today. We have them in inventory and they're going to go out. So excellent. Thank you so very much. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And we're going to continue to go on. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's unpin that and let's remove that. And I'm simply removing them because we're not going to sit up and talk about it all day. All right, here we go. And we're back. And so when we're talking about deliberate action, action builds identity. Action builds identity. And so again, opening the business bank account before the business clients even come in, joining the gym before you even start to get fit, before you start to work out, or scheduling the therapy session before you even feel ready for it. These are actions that you take. That's right. Tap, tap, tap. Man, we're already at 87K. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Thank y'all so much. Christianity, it teaches it all day long. See, our friend would have been fine had he stayed up in here. Christianity teaches that faith without works is absolutely dead. Faith without works is dead, emphasizing that divine partnership requires movement from you. You got to do something. You have to take action. And that action has to be deliberate. It has to be intent. It has to be in alignment with the intent. All right, so that's it. So I'm going to say it again. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. There's a beautiful balance to this manifestation thing that you have to have. All right, excellent. Also, the Bhagavad Gita, it reminds us that disciplined action taken without fear or attachment aligns you with your highest path. Your highest path. That is absolutely beautiful. And so, and listen, so let me tell you, there's some books that you need to add into your library. And the Bhagavad Gita is one of them. It's a beautiful book. It's a beautiful book. It's a oh God, I don't want to say it wrong. I don't want to say that is Hindu or Buddha. I can't remember. But the Bhagavad Gita is a beautiful piece. And so there's a lot of wisdom that you're going to garner when you start to incorporate these into your study time. Okay? All right. What deliberate action have you been avoiding? What deliberate action have you been avoiding that your future self is begging you to take? It's Hindu. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Britt. I didn't want to mess up because there's so many spiritual traditions and you mess around and you mess up. I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any regard. But when I tell you, I would wake up in the morning. I would wake up in the morning and I would read out of the Bhagavad Gita. And it's just beautiful. It is a beautiful, and it's actually the what it stands for. It represents, it's the what they call the holy book of the Lord, and so it's really it's really nice. You'll enjoy it. Y'all, it's your vibe. Trust me, it's your vibe. Um, but that's a question. That's a real question. That is a real question. What deliberate action have you been avoiding that your future self is begging for you to take? What is it? Come on, put it in the chat. What is it? What have you been avoiding? What action steps should you have taken? Like me, I should have. There's some things that, like, I've already said the date when the book is released. I've already said when it's going to be in April. It's going to be, I always try to I'm either going to launch a business, I'm going to launch a project, I'm going to launch a system, a program, a course, a book or something, and it's going to be during the spring time. It's going to be during the spring equinox. That's the real new year. All right, so Licia says eating healthy and resting for true energy. No, that's good. No, that's good. And so you have to just pick a small thing. So pick a small thing and begin to do it. And remember, you hear me say it all the time. Do the thing and you shall what? What do I say? Do the thing and you shall have what? Power. Do the thing and you shall have power. So what does that mean? That means take action. Take deliberate action. Do the thing and you shall have power. And all kinds of things will begin to open up for you. All kinds of shift, changes happening. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Janae. Do the thing and you shall have power. Deliberate action. And so so some of the things that when I start to take deliberate action, I needed that conversation with Janae this morning. I needed to hear her say that I am on chapter 4. I'm not even done with the outline yet, but I got a book that's going to be released in April. Yes, I can write a book in 90 days. That's that when I get focused, I can do that thing. Trust me. But I'm like, oh yeah, it's January, the whatever, and I do it and da da da. No. No, sir. Go ahead and do what you need to do. You need to take some action. And so when you take that deliberate action, it literally puts you in a space where you start to attract opportunities. Things start to move for you. All kinds of amazing things start to show up in your life when you take that deliberate action. And so take deliberate action. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Janae. There you go. All right, here we go. If you're ready for part 5, put 5 in the chat. If you're ready for part 5, put it in the chat. We're going. We're knocking this thing out at light speed now. Excellent. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, beautiful people. I appreciate you. Thank you, Henson. Here we go. The subconscious mind, the silent architect of your reality. You hear me talk about it all of the time. And so this is especially for our newbies for sure. Your subconscious mind is the soil. It's the soil. Your subconscious mind is where the programming lies. And remember, it represents 95% of what you and I experience as reality. It is the causation of it. It is the root of it. Your subconscious mind is the soil and your intentions are the seed. Your subconscious mind is the soil and your intentions are the seed. Whatever the subconscious mind accepts as true, it grows automatically. Write that down. Write that down. Your subconscious mind is the soil. Your intentions are the seed. Whatever your subconscious mind accepts as true, it grows automatically. Your soil has to be rich soil. It has to be soil that is ready to receive. It is soil. That's why I craft my hypnotherapy programs the way I craft them. I work on softening the ground first. I work on removing all of those limiting beliefs first and foremost before we do the rebuilding. See, here's the problem. Many of you, many of you are doing some wonderful things. But the problem is that you are doing them without doing the internal work first. You're not healing first. It's like going on, it's like moving into a new relationship. And that relationship, the old relationship was bad. I mean, it was tumultuous, it was abusive. And so there's a time between the old relationship and the new relationship where you have to heal. But the problem is many of you jump in just straight from the old relationship into the new relationship and didn't work on healing. And so what you're doing is, and I don't want, I want to say it, but I can't say it the way I want to say it because I want to say it how you say it in the hood. Some of y'all are putting sugar on top of, y'all ever heard that? I didn't say the other word. But some of you all are trying to put sugar on top of, right there, that right there. And because you're putting sugar on top of, you messing up the whole recipe. Don't nobody want that. The universe is like, wait a minute, what is this? You trying to manifest something amazing. You still right. You still have the residue of the old season. You have the residue of the old relationship. Exactly, fine wine. And so you have to clear the residue. And so again, your subconscious mind is the soil. It is rich soil. So the first thing that you need to do before you plant the seed is that you have to till the soil. You have to service that. Don't let your ex ruin your next. That's right. And so don't let your ex. That's what Janae says. Don't let your ex ruin your next. And so as you're moving into a new season, don't let your old season mess up your new one. Don't allow the residual from that old season to show up in your life. So as you're planting the seeds of intention into the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, make sure that it's clean and clear. Do the inner work first. Because as you do the inner work, everything makes sense. Then everything begins to work faster in your favor. Your subconscious mind is the rich soil. All right, here we go. Trauma, limiting beliefs, and old identity stories can create energetic knots. They can create blocks. This blocks, it blocks your manifestation. I'm going to say it again. Trauma, limiting beliefs, and old identity stories can create energetic knots that block manifestation until they are softened and released. You see, your subconscious mind is the programming. It is the operating system. And so until you change, hey Dinah, good to see you in here. When you fail to do the reprogramming, wow, we're already at 100K already. Wow. Thank you, Mimi. Antoine says, I truly do not care about faster. I know it's coming. In fact, what do we say? Whatever you desire in your heart, believe that you have already received it, and it shall be yours. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you. I truly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tap, because tapping is clapping. All right, here we go. So trauma, limiting beliefs, and old identity stories can create energetic knots that block manifestation until they are softened and released. It is so important for us to get to that space. It is so important for us to get to that space where we begin to release. See, trauma, old trauma, it tethers you. Old trauma, unforgiveness. For a long time, I didn't understand the power of forgiveness. I didn't, even as a coach. I was like, how can me forgiving them help me? I'm like, shoot, they the one who did it to me. Anybody ever had that conversation with yourself? You was like, wait a minute now. I don't understand this. That sounds good, but how does my forgiving somebody else help me? I don't understand that. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. It was me. I was like, I didn't understand it. And I'm the coach. But I had an epiphany one day. I was sitting on the back of Joie de Vie. Joie de Vie was my first motor yacht. And I just let it go last year. I'm going to get another one day soon. I don't know. That's a lot of work. I don't know. That's a lot of work. That's a whole nother conversation. But I'm sitting on the back of the boat and I'm smoking a cigar and I'm looking because I'm at the dock. So I'm at the marina and I just would go out there and just vibe. And so as I was sitting out there one afternoon and I'm looking, it's a beautiful day. I'm sitting out there looking and I'm looking at all of the boats. The boats are not moving. They're not going anywhere because they are tethered to the shore. They're tied to the dock. And in that moment, I had a revelation. Here it is. I had a revelation. I'm sitting there and I said, oh, as I watch one of my slip neighbors, untether from the dock. They started their engine up. Then they pulled out of the marina. And I looked at it and I said, wow. Forgiveness is just like that. When you are living in a state of unforgiveness and you're holding on to old traumas and old seasons and old hurt and old stories, what does it do? It tethers you to the old season. It's like being tied to the dock. You can't go anywhere until you untether from the dock. So, when it comes to the reason why forgiveness works for you, is that once you forgive them, it untethers you from that season. It untethers you from the hurt, it untethers you from the pain, it untethers you from the disappointment. And when you untether from that thing, from that season, then it allows you to do like my neighbor did and pull out of the marina and go on whatever journey they had to go on, wherever they were going. And so, as you're planting the seeds in your subconscious mind, if you're still holding on to old stories and old narratives and old trauma and old hurt, it is hard to plant sugar on top of that stuff. Because as long as you still holding on to that, it causes interference patterns, it causes blocks, and it's hard for you to attract wealth, abundance, prosperity, the new thing. Does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense? If it makes sense, put yes in the chat. If that makes sense, put yes. All right, excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Good, 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 good. So again, trauma, limiting beliefs, and old identity stories can create energetic blocks, and it blocks that manifestation until they are released. Believing success will separate you from loved ones. Believing happiness will create disappointment. These old limiting beliefs and things that you're holding on to. Thank you, Amy. These old stories that you're holding on to. It's time for you to let them go so that you can walk into something new. Balanced manifestation works because it speaks to the subconscious in a language of alignment, harmony, and self-safety and felt safety. You feel safe. And when you feel safe, you already know what happens when you feel safe. When your nervous system feels safe, then you can allow. And when you allow, you're open. And when you're open, you can receive. See, when you don't feel safe, how do you actually let them go? It's sometimes it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's just a process, Jabs. It's a process. It's a process, Jabs, that you have to that you have to do that inner work. And there are a whole bunch of modalities, and I'm going to get to those modalities in just a moment. And so, no, it's a journey, it's a process. It doesn't have to take very, very long, but nevertheless, you have to begin to take those healing steps first and foremost. And so, if a person, if letting go of a person is a part of that healing process, then so be it. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's challenging. It's hard. But I acknowledge the fact that we honor where we've been, but we're embracing where we're going. And I'm sorry that the old version of us and everything that's attached to that old season can't come. It just can't. And so we're embracing our new boo. We not texting the old boo anymore. Don't let your ex fool around and mess up your next. And so we're embracing our new boo, our new relationship, our new abundance, our new prosperity, our new healing. We're embracing that. And we're honoring the old because the old got us to where we are, but we're no longer texting and calling them. Quantum mechanics shows that the observer, your identity, that it influences the outcome. Your subconscious identity is the true observer shaping your collapse of possibility. Remember, in the quantum field, every iteration of you exists. And where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. So this is in alignment with this quantum, from a quantum perspective. When we start talking about the observer effect and manifestation, you're literally collapsing timelines and you're calling out of the quantum field that which it is you're trying to attract. And so you do that by the thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience. And those are in alignment with what? That identity. Because what do we say? The universe does not give us what we ask for. It gives to us based upon how we see what? Ourselves. So that identity creates standards and boundaries. And when you have a new identity, it creates new standards and new boundaries. So, what belief about yourself keeps showing up like an uninvited guest at a door of your manifestation? What unwanted guest? What fears are you holding on to? What trauma are you holding on to? Your manifestation is incumbent upon it. Your greatest season is incumbent upon you letting it go, doing that inner work. There's so many people that are a part of the Oasis Mind Spa. They've reached that's the high pinnacle in our relationship here. So part number one, step one is coming here to this live as often as you can. I'm not saying you have to come every day. Now, if you come every day, I promise you your life will be different. But the other thing is when you get so again, if this is your vibe, this might be your tribe, then you join the Oasis. The Oasis is our channel on Discord. And then from there, you say, you know what, AD, I'm ready to take my life all the way. Let me join the Oasis Mind Spa. And so in the Oasis Mind Spa is when you're either doing the virtual hypnosis experience or you actually work one-on-one with me. And so those processes help you to change how you see yourself. It reprograms the subconscious mind and it clears all of the limiting beliefs, and it allows you to untether from the pains of the past. And as you untether from the pains of the past, you can embrace the beauty of your tomorrow. You can embrace the new abundance. You can embrace the new relationships. You can embrace the new healing, the happiness, the joy, the peace. You can embrace all of that stuff. And that's where it comes from. All right. If y'all are ready for part 6, put 6 in the chat. We are tapping away. Yep. There we go. Come on. Here we go. Put 6 in the chat. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Britt. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Henson. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Kavita. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, everybody. All right, here we go. The union of ease, intention, and action. The union, the balance, the trinity of balanced manifestation. When you combine least effort, intention, clarity, and action, deliberate movement, you enter the most efficient path of manifestation. This is the balanced manifestation. This balance creates a coherent field. Now, this is where the rubber meets the road. This creates a coherent field, what some traditions call grace, what quantum physics calls coherence, and what Ifa calls alignment with destiny, your Ori. And so all of these different aspects, they align. So you stop leaking energy through confusion or contradiction, and your life force becomes a laser beam. You become focused, because where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. What do all of these things cause to happen? It causes your focus to be like a laser. And you stop being distracted by things that pull your energy away, that pulls your focus away, so you can begin to do the thing and shift into a new space. All right? So you stop leaking energy through confusion or contradiction, and your life force becomes a laser beam instead of a flickering candle. Completing tasks faster because you're emotionally aligned, because you're operating from a place of gratitude. You're also operating from a place of purpose. And as you're operating from a place of purpose, it feels natural. The alignment is there. It's easy. It's effortless. And so again, completing tasks faster because you're emotionally aligned, attracting better relationships because your energy is rooted in self-worth and self-value. You have strong and beautiful standards and boundaries for yourself because that's how you see yourself. And now you begin to attract these beautiful relationships that are in alignment with how you see yourself. This is the beauty of it. And finding opportunities because your steps match your prayers. Faith without works is dead. Whatever you desire in your heart, believe that you have already received it and it shall be yours. The elevated emotion of gratitude. And so the Tao Te Ching reminds us that balance is the highest form of intelligence. Balance. Balance is the highest form of intelligence. The Odu calls balance the foundation of good character. The foundation of good character. And the Bhagavad Gita frames balance as a doorway of liberation. See, balance is key. Balance is key. Gratitude is my constant attitude. That listen, that's what you want to have because gratitude is the great summoner for whatever it is that you're grateful for. I promise you, you will attract an abundance of it into your life. And so when I tell you that I'm thankful for you guys, when I'm thankful for the life that I have, when I'm thankful for my friends, my family, my loved ones, when I'm thankful, when I tell you that I'm thankful for the abundance that continues to show up in my life, when I'm thankful for the opportunities and the doors that continue to open every day, those are the things when I'm grateful. As you guys like Kavita right now, she's putting the roses up there. What does that do? Those are simple forms of gratitude. So when you're planting seeds in this soil right here, this is some fertile soil, I'm just tell you right now. And so as you're planting those seeds of gratitude, you begin to attract into your space in alignment with that. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Antoine. Those are the things. It's in alignment. And it makes all of the sense in the world. So how would your life change if ease, clarity, and action become your new norm? Londrell, oh yeah, you know I love Londrell. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, listen, Janet. Oh, you already know I know Londrell. that's a major piece. In fact, if you listen to some of the meditations, the guided meditations in the Oasis, they're kind of Londrell inspired. Let's just say that. All right. Who any of y'all listen to the actual the meditations in the Oasis? They're sitting up in there. Y'all need to listen to them. And they're produced by yours truly. And so so good. So Londrell is a monster. And so yeah, Londrell, yeah. And it is sad that you would think that Londrell will put out some more content. Or he would drop some more albums. I don't know what the business is with that, but hey, it's great stuff. It's got a good vibe to it and all of that. You try to listen every night. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. All right, so here's that question. How would your life look? How would your life change if ease, clarity, and action became your new norm instead of chaos, confusion, and hesitation? What would your life look like? What would it look like? How beautiful would it be? How beautiful would it be? If y'all are ready for part 7, put 7 in the chat. You start your morning with the water. Hey, listen, you got to start. Listen, I start mine too, but it's in a cup. It's in the tea right now. Excellent. Thank you. When your steps match. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good. Here we go. Thank you, Kavita. Thank you. Humor, humanity, and real life integration. Manifestation is not meant to be a spiritual performance. It's not performative. Manifestation is not meant to be a spiritual performance or an emotional Olympics. It's not at any level. It's not designed to be that. This journey is sacred, but it should also feel human. It should feel natural. It feel, and I always encourage y'all to make jokes about yourself. Laugh at yourself a little bit. Loosen up. It ain't that deep. All right, superstar. All right. Thank you, Amy. Much love, superstar. We about to get up out of here too. No, we're good because I'm pushing this thing and we're almost done. This journey is sacred, but it should also feel human, grounded, and sometimes even funny. You should laugh at yourself. You should embrace your humanity. That is because simply put, your nervous system requires laughter. See, joy reduces that stress. It reduces the anxiety. It reduces resistance. It dissolves fear. And it helps you to simply rewire your subconscious mind to produce something special and something different for a faster manifestation. The universe responds beautifully to a heart that can relax, to allow, to release. You laughed at you the other day. You have to. You have to laugh at yourself. I have to laugh at myself. Sometimes I sound like a kid. You ever be whining because a certain situation just sucked and you like, and you have to pause for yourself. Now, boy, you sound just like a kid. Now get your life together. But again, I had to laugh at myself. But that's a part of the process. If y'all are ready for part 8, and here's our wrap up. Go ahead and put 8 in the chat. Go ahead and put 8 in the chat. You laughing now. I have to laugh at myself. I really do. Creating a new manifestation identity. Balanced manifestation transforms you into someone who trusts. This type of manifestation, what we've been talking about for the last 2 days, it creates a person and it transforms you into that person that can trust timing, the divine timing. And I'm going to use that with intentionality. You can trust divine timing. It honors your desires. You become that person that can walk in power and confidence because clarity has given that to you. Clarity of intent. All of those things and it calls you to follow through whatever it is that you say, the commitment that you said you're going to do. With the commitment that you made. What is commitment? Commitment is doing the thing that you said you were going to do long after the mood you said it in is gone. We say a lot of things in the heated moment. We say a lot of things in a particularly emotional state. We say, we make a lot of promises. We have people on here, they come on here. We have folks that come in and say, yo, listen, AD, yeah, I'm ready to work on myself. I'm ready to become the next version of myself. And they start the process and stop. Because their commitment to themselves is not grounded in something that is greater than their emotion. Because emotion is energy in motion. It is constantly moving. Your emotional state is not fixed. It's dynamic. It's going to constantly be moving. So it's important that you anchor yourself in that space where your commitment is not based upon how you feel. All right, so balanced manifestation changes everything. You begin to move like someone who expects good things because you have aligned your inner world with your outer goals. Your desires are in alignment with your passionate purpose. Your gifts are being expressed. You're walking in confidence and all of that good stuff. Speaking differently about money. How you talk to yourself is different. How you live your life is different. How all of these things show up. This is the identity shift that collapses timelines. This is the stuff that dissolves fear and doubt and worry. And it allows you to manifest much more clearly and much more easily. And so balanced manifestation. Yes, you have the law of least effort that's going to always be at work. Yes, but you have to put that hand to the plow. There's a balance that you have to have. And so that's where we are. That's where we are, y'all. And so, listen, this has been good. And so my TikTok family, don't y'all go anywhere. I want you to stay right there because we wanna release our YouTube family because we're gonna do our after party celebration. Hold on. Don't y'all go anywhere. Stay right there. And we want to thank our YouTube family for being in today. Thank you so much, Janae. You guys are absolutely amazing because we want to thank our moderators. Y'all, let's show some love for our moderators again. Janae over here on YouTube, Fine Wine and Mimi over here on TikTok. Let's show them some love because they have kept us safe today. They have put out a few people real quick. like I promise you, they would chop a head off. Yeah. Did I just see you step out of line? Yeah. They just chopping folks' heads off. quick. So much love. Thank you, Kavita. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Janae. And so listen, our YouTube family, much love. We're going to be back tomorrow with another conversation just like this that's designed to impact and empower you guys at another level. And so, but we getting ready to go over here and party and do our after party over here in TikTok. So much love. We're going to see you tomorrow. Much love.